Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here today. In today's pick a card reading, our topic is, will you be successful starting your own business or side hustle? So this can really be anything from starting a major corporation to starting a YouTube channel or an Etsy account or dog walking business. I mean, really anything. Just kind of, I've been getting a feeling and been hearing from a lot of people that a lot of people are kind of tired of working for someone else. There just seems to be kind of a collective energy with a lot of people these days where it seems like people want to kind of just start their own thing, or at least maybe turn a hobby into like at least a side hustle and kind of see where that might go. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. Let's go ahead and get some cards for you. Okay, Spirit, our topic today is, will you be successful starting your own business or side hustle? Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Okay. Pile number 1, you have the buffalo, the Onyx buffalo. Okay, and your card is luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Okay, pile number 2, you have the Onyx cat. Okay, and your card is world, be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Okay, pile number 3, you have the Onyx dog. Okay, and your card is Dragonfly, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Okay, please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I will see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the Buffalo Onyx, and your card is luck, number 19, and it says, you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Now, when I put both of these together, the buffalo and this card, I'm feeling like you can have success, but I feel like for some of you, you have some kind of self-doubt, or maybe some of you for some reason are afraid of success. Maybe you feel like, I think some of you might feel like you don't have what it takes, or you don't know if your idea will take off, or will people want whatever product you have to offer, if you're selling something, or if it's a service or whatever it is. So I feel like for some of you, there's a little bit of fear attached to this, and Spirit is saying that, because I feel like there's a little bit of fear, but at the same time you're saying, no, I think this is a good idea. I think that this could work. But then you kind of go back and say, well, I don't know, will it work? Or I feel like ultimately in your soul, you think this is a good idea, you think it'll be successful, but then it's like your ego creeps in and says, well, I don't know, will it be successful? Will I be okay? And so Spirit is telling you that to follow the more positive thinking that you have between these two, because luck is on your side. Another thing I get with this is that timing is everything with your particular situation. Things are going to line up. So if you try to start something and maybe you have problems where you you have to figure something out. You figure that out, and then another issue pops up. Then you have to figure that out. So if you're experiencing some kind of delays, or some certain plans or something start to malfunction at some point in time, I feel like there might be certain things that you need to tweak, or other things that you need to look into. But I think that those delays could be caused because of this divine timing, because things have to line up perfectly. All the right people, all the right things, all the right elements have to be in line so that you can go forward with this. So if you are experiencing anything like that, and maybe that's what's causing you to think, oh, should I really be doing this? Is this right? Am I on the right path? Well, yes, you are. In most cases, that's just any pauses or delays or anything like that is for divine timing. And then in some cases, those are happening because you do need to tweak things a little bit. Like the general idea is good, but little things need to be tweaked along the way. So don't worry so much about any kind of delays or pauses that you're having, because I think those are placed there for a reason. Okay. So let's look at your other oracle cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 1? Will pile number 1 be successful starting their own business or side hustle? A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. So not only do I see a win-win here, I also see a lot of balance. And the balance is coming in all areas of your life. So I'm feeling like for some of you, it's going to be like liberation from something. Like you've been held back by something. So that could be fears. It could be worries about money. So for those of you that want to start a side hustle, obviously it's a win-win outcome. So this is a good thing for you to do. For others of you who need to kind of like quit your job and start something else entirely, if money is a factor, if you're worried about that, Spirit is saying here that everything's going to balance out, and it's going to be so much worth it. It's going to be so worthwhile because all areas of your life are going to balance out. This can also indicate some kind of legal matter. So if you have to sign any legal paperwork, like to start a business or to lease a building or an office or something like that, or sign kind of an agreement with any place where you want to sell your products online, or anything like, even if you're going to start your own YouTube channel or something like that, just kind of going through the rules and making sure that you understand everything, but things really balancing out for you. Okay, what else can you tell us? What else can you tell us? Adjustments are required. Yeah, it's kind of what I was saying in the beginning. It's third quarter moon. So for some of you, you're having some kind of self-doubts because of delays that are happening. But some of those delays are happening because you need to tweak something a little bit. You need to add something. You need to change something. So don't worry about those delays taking up time, okay? Because those delays are being put there because of divine timing. So the other thing that I get from this is that some of you are definitely on the right path, but you need to look at something a little bit differently. You need to get more information about something. You need to research something more. You need to, whatever it is, it seems like for some of you, there's just a little piece of information that might be missing, but it's there. Like that information, those adjustments, I don't feel like they're too difficult. Like they won't be very, very difficult for you. And so what I get, Spirit is saying, just keep the faith. This is definitely going to have a good outcome for you. For some of you, you need to tweak things a little bit. And for others of you, it's just a timing situation where you're almost there. The adjustments that need to be made are, let's say if you were going to start this tomorrow, but the universe has other plans for you. Those adjustments that need to be made could be the universe popping in and creating a delay here. Then you have to deal with this situation, and then you can start, because it's that divine timing that's lining up for you. Okay, let's look at your other oracle cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? Wood ox, knowledge brings wisdom. Exactly what I was just saying. For some of you, there's a little piece of information that's missing. And it's like, once you get this piece of information, it's going to elevate you to that next level with this idea that you have. Okay, it's really going to help you become even more successful. And also, this brings in the element of luck, where you could stumble upon kind of like a happy accident, like you might gain a piece of information or a new idea that's going to be even more successful than you ever could have imagined. Okay, what else? Water, dog, play with the waves. So I definitely get a couple things here. First of all, don't stress, like I said, don't stress about any delays. This is supposed to be something that you can have fun with. So definitely follow your heart. Do what makes you happy. Do something that's going to make you feel happy. Like, for some of you, I know this is a side hustle, but it could turn into your actual career. So make sure that you're doing something that you find joy in, something that will bring you happiness, a sense of peace even, something that will make you want to get out of bed in the morning. And the other thing is if you are experiencing delays, or when you need to adjust things a little bit, don't get caught up in that. Again, I want to remind you, don't get caught up in, oh, I was supposed to have this ready to go on Monday and now it's Friday, or I was supposed to start this the beginning of October and now it's December. Okay, don't get caught up in that. Try to kind of go with the flow a little bit. And going with the flow is going to not only help you not stress so much, but it's also going to kind of bring in where, like, just that the energy itself around this whole idea is just going to flow a lot easier for you. Okay, let's look at your tarot cards now. What else can you tell us for pile number 1? The Judgment card. So this is really like something that I think some of you have been thinking about a lot recently. Like you need a change. You can't keep doing what you've been doing. You're not happy. You're not feeling fulfilled, some of you. Others of you had some sort of experience that made you say, okay, enough is enough. I am not going to put up with this anymore. I am going to figure out how to start my own business. Or some of you may have had some kind of financial difficulties where you're saying, okay, I cannot live like this anymore. I need a side hustle. What can I do? So that's where we're at right here. And not only that though, but it's like opening your eyes that you should be doing something else. You should be adding something else to your life. Okay, and with the Knight of Wands here, I see you moving forward. I see you doing something that you have a lot of passion about. So what I see with the Knight of Wands is, like, once you get over that initial, for some of you are good to go. Others of you have some sort of fear that's holding you back. I'm sure a lot of you probably do have a little bit of fear. That's, like a healthy amount of fear. But others of you, this fear can really be holding you back. And I feel like once you kind of step over that threshold, then you're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm actually going forward with this. How exciting is this? And you're going to feel like like, oh, I can do this. And for some of you, that could be all that's required with the adjustments, is just that taking that first step and then saying, oh, wow, I'm actually doing pretty good at this so far. And so kind of building that confidence. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, some of you feel stuck. Some of you feel so stuck in your current situation that you can't really see anything else. Some of you feel like, well, I can't do this while I'm still working here, or I don't have the money to start this because I can't quit my job. I can't do that, you know. And it's so the stress of where you are and feeling stuck where you are is causing more stress, because when you try to figure out how you can do it while you're still in the situation, it's just your thoughts get so jumbled. But that's where we get knowledge brings wisdom. So what is it that you need to be able to do something else? Especially for those of you that want to actually start a business, which a side hustle is definitely a business. That's definitely putting a lot of work into something that is your own. But with the side hustle, a lot of times you still have your other job. You still have an income stream coming in. So for those of you that feel that you have to quit your job to start this, that's where the knowledge can come in to help you in that particular situation. So if it's money, is it possible to get a loan somewhere that can help you get from point A to point B in starting this business? Is there something you can do to decrease your monthly bills or money that's going out? So kind of trying to get out of this stuck mentality and trying to look at options that maybe you haven't seen before that will help you move forward, because you're not really stuck. You just think you are. You haven't looked at all the options. The Page of Cups. Yeah. So if you kind of look around and see what other options are, you will be pleasantly surprised that there is a way around this. There is a way for you to move forward with this idea. Another thing I get with the Page of Cups is that once you get over the divine timing aspect, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by how well things start to flow for you, by when you really tune into your intuition, when you really start to pay attention. Maybe you already are, but if you really, really, really tune in, if you really dive in deep to what's going on, I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised with people, things, situations, whatever it is, with things lining up. I wouldn't be surprised if you start getting signs that kind of tell you to keep moving in that direction, saying things are working. We're going to bring things into your life to help you along the way, is what I feel your spirit guides are saying here. And really, whatever this idea is that you have, I feel that it's something that's going to make you happy, something that is going to be fulfilling for you. And I think that in itself is a sign for you to move forward with this idea. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have the Hierophant. With the Hierophant, I feel like some of you may need to go to somebody for help. Some of you may need to ask for a loan. Some of you may need to look to the past and see how other people have done this. So if you want to start your own business, or actually no matter what it is, let's say you want to start a dog walking business. Okay, so how did other people do that? How did other people get clients? How did they market themselves? What do you need to do? So that's kind of what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be a dog walking business. I'm just saying that because I think I mentioned that earlier as an example, and then we have this dog here. So it's kind of like, how did people do it? What is there, like a template they followed? Kind of getting some kind of knowledge and seeing how other people have done it themselves, and kind of using that as your model to go forward. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is success. This is someone who had a great idea and they built something on their own. This is a wonderful card to have with this particular question. And it doesn't matter what it is. It's like I said, if you want to start your own YouTube channel, if you want to start your own massive corporation, if you want to sell your artwork on Etsy. I don't know if Etsy is all over the world, but it's like a website where you can sell your artwork, your crafts, and probably a lot of other things. I think there's tarot cards on there, probably a lot of other things that I'm not even aware of. But so it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how big or small you think it is or other people think it is. This is someone who did their own thing. This is someone who followed their heart. This is someone who built a business on their own and they've become successful. Not only are they successful in whatever it is that they started, so successful financially, successful with customers, with clients, with anything related to that business or side hustle. There's also a lot of things happening here, a lot of sales, you know, a lot of people coming back, word of mouth. But there's also an element here of inner success, feeling like you accomplished your goals, taking like sitting back, looking at all your progress, looking at everything you've done, and then thinking, okay, what's next? Now what? So maybe for some of you, you start as a side hustle and you have so much going on, so much productivity, so many clients coming to you that you want to turn this into something more than a side hustle. You want to actually turn this into like a bigger business where you can quit your day job and this can become your main focus. Okay, the Eight of Cups. Interesting. I just love how the cards line up sometimes. It fascinates me. Okay, so the Eight of Cups and the Judgment card. This is you walking away from something that's no longer working, something that used to work out for you, something you used to find fulfillment in. You're no longer fulfilled. Maybe you have a job where you make really good money, but you're not fulfilled. You feel like something's missing. You feel like you need something, like you wake up in the morning and you just go to work and then you go home and it's on repeat. And there's nothing really fulfilling. I mean, yeah, maybe, you know, if you do make a lot of money, that's great. But it's like, what are you going to do with your money when you don't even feel like going on vacation or anything? Because you just feel kind of like, you know, just there's no enthusiasm for anything. Okay, so this is like recognizing that and walking away from that. And then with the Judgment card, it has kind of a similar element to it where it's like, oh, yeah, it's almost like somebody points out to you, you know what, you don't really seem happy doing this, but when I see you pursuing your hobby, you just light up. And then it's like you're saying, oh, wow, you know what, you're right. Maybe I should kind of think about walking away from this and starting this, and you know what I mean? So I see that happening here. I see it's like an epiphany and then taking action after that to do something that will make you happy. So with the Nine of Wands, I feel that it's part of the process has been difficult. Either this thing that you want to walk away from, which since we're talking about, you know, career and stuff like that, this is probably a job that's been very, very draining. For some of you, I'm feeling like it could be a relationship where the other person, a relationship or a friendship or some other kind of person who's telling you like, oh, that's a stupid idea, don't do that. Okay, so for some of you, this could be you walking away from that type of situation. But for most of you, this is probably a job that's just not working out for you anymore. Regardless of whatever the situation is, I feel like it's taken a toll on you. You feel tired. You feel stressed out. Sorry, there's a truck outside. I hope it's not too loud. I don't think it's going to be there that long. I think it's a trash truck. Okay, so you feel like you're a little beaten up. You feel like it's almost like when you realize, like, I really can't do this anymore, it was almost like to the point where you were so drained, you were so tired, you almost don't have any energy to start something new. But the good news is that, like, you've already done the hard part. You've already gone through this process that was so draining to you, and now you've realized, you know what, I want more from my life. I want to do something that brings me fulfillment, that makes me happy. And so that's over. So now we're at the point where, okay, what do I need to do to move forward? What do I need to do? What else do I need to do to bring this idea to life? And so what I'm feeling here is like, that in itself is inspiring. So even though you're tired, you feel like you just really want to take a nap for a week or two, I'm feeling like once you kind of dip your toes into this idea that you have, you're going to be inspired and you're going to really want to move forward with this idea. The Chariot. Yes, love this for you. So right below the Eight of Swords too. So the Chariot is all about taking this idea that you have and running with it. This is taking that second chance, like breathing life into this idea that you have and doing all the research, doing all the hard work, making any adjustments in your mindset, adjustments in changing pieces of this idea that you have, you know, adding stuff, taking stuff away, making sure that things are flowing better. So putting in all that hard work and then coming out on the other side. And when we come out on the other side, that's when you have this great idea and you have luck on your side. Don't forget about your first card here. And again, going back to this, feeling strong, feeling optimistic. So once you get your feet started on this path, it's going to be a little bit difficult at first. You're going to have to figure some things out. But once you get to that point where you're ready to launch this idea, you are going to feel so happy and so fulfilled that you took a chance and that you went forward with that idea. And then look at this, we have the Lover's card. It's like, in this particular reading, because we're talking about you starting your own business or a side hustle, you have the Lover's card. So in this particular situation, when we're not talking about romance, the Lover's card is like things coming together, being happy, following your passion, doing what makes you happy, listening to that divine guidance, listening to your spirit guides, listening to your intuition. When you feel like a situation is no longer working for you, you're feeling emotionally drained from a situation, and listening to that intuition, following your dreams. Look at this cup up here, following your dreams. Everything coming together. And also sometimes with the Lover's card, there is a sacrifice involved here. For some of you, that sacrifice is putting away your fears. Now, that may not sound like a sacrifice to you, but it's like sacrificing your ego, putting your ego out of the picture, listening to your heart, knowing that you can do this, letting go of that fear. For others of you, this is when you're ready, when you have enough money saved to, because I'm not telling you to quit your job, I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. So when you're ready, taking that leap of faith and starting this other business, or once you start to see success in this business, then you leave your other job. It's all coming together here. And then we have the Temperance card, which is balance. Things coming together, you feeling happy, you feeling healthy, you feeling healed from this situation, feeling even more inspired, inspiring other people, giving back. If you had a mentor here, or if you read a book or did something here as we talked about to help you figure out how to go forward with this idea, You could possibly be helping other people, inspiring other people. And definitely just being so happy that you took that leap of faith and that you went forward with this idea that you have. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, again, with this, I feel like some of you will be giving back to other people, helping other people get information as to how to start their own idea, their own business. Others of you, when you need to hire people for your business, you're going to be attracting the right people, the right energy, the right skills, you know, that these people have. And you're really going to be building an excellent, excellent team. Others of you who are looking for like a place, a platform for your business, the right people are going to come into your life, the right places, the right things. So really with the Three of Pentacles, this is telling you to keep going with what you're doing, keep perfecting your craft, keep making it better and better and better. People are going to notice what you're doing. You're going to be successful. And also don't give up. So no matter what's going on, like clients are going to be coming to you. People are going to buy your artwork, whatever it is. And then if you need people to help you run your business, those people are going to be drawn to you. It's going to be like your paths are going to cross with the correct people to help you on this journey. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helped you out a little bit. If you did enjoy this, please like and subscribe. And if you would ever like a private reading with me, you will find the link for my website in the description box below. Thank you so much. Hello, pile number 2. You have the Onyx cat. And your card is the World. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. So, what I get here is that, first of all, I feel like you're a very independent person. I feel like you have your sights set very high for something. I feel like it might have something to do with travel. It might have something to do with like a worldwide business, or having clients kind of all over the world. I'm getting like different languages. I don't know if you speak different languages or if your clients will speak different languages, but it's whatever this is. I feel like this idea that you have is pretty big. Something that's really big, something that you want to do, and something that I feel like you're very confident. I feel like you know exactly what you want. And I feel like pretty much what that is you kind of starting your own thing, you bringing something to life. For some of you, I feel like you have just finished school and now you're ready to go into the world and, you know, really conquer the world and conquer your goals. For others of you, I feel like some of you, this is going to be like a second career, because what you are doing is no longer fulfilling, or you just wanted to change. Maybe you want to move to a different country, something like that, to start something new. So there's quite a few possibilities here, but the main thing that I'm getting from this energy is that you're very strong, very powerful, very confident. You have huge goals and you're ready to conquer the world, basically. And when I say huge goals, so that's relative to what is huge in your life. So maybe, you know, doing anything on your own is a huge goal for you. So that's some people. And then for other people, the huge goal is like starting a massive corporation. So those are both really, really big deals, you know, so it's just relative to what is going on in your life. Okay, and where you are in your life. Let's look at your other oracle cards. Okay, for pile number 2, will pile number 2 be successful starting their own business or side hustle? A new romantic cycle begins. Now, what I feel with this, since we're looking at business relations, is that it will be romantic in the sense of you are pursuing your passion. You are going to be pursuing something like, it will be romantic in the sense of you bringing it to life. It's your dream. You're literally seeing your dream come true one step at a time. And this is telling you all you have to do is begin. All you have to do is start. And I'm also with the Libra. I'm feeling there's more balance coming into your life. There's passion. Maybe for some of you who are in a prior career, it didn't make you want to get out of bed anymore in the morning. You just kind of have this lackluster. And for others of you, you know, like I said, some of you are leaving school and now you're ready to conquer the world. And it's like, whatever it is, there's a new beginning that's starting for you, especially with the world. Like the world is new beginnings. So you have two cards here talking about new beginnings. This card is really calling me. I'm not sure why. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. So are some of you lacking some sort of details, something like that? Do you want to conquer the world, but you don't have all those details yet? Because it seems like there is a piece of something that's missing. So, and look at this, be open to new possibilities. Be open to new possibilities. So for some of you, I feel like this plan that you have might take a little detour, in meaning that nothing bad, but just that you may think that you're going this way, but actually the best plan of action is to go this way a little bit. So make sure that you've mapped out everything. Make sure you've thought about every little detail. Make sure that everything is lined up, because there could be a little piece here or there that that you might need to tweak a little bit or look at it a little closer. And I was only going to take two, but when I pulled that one out, this one was attached to it. So I'm going to look at this one also for you. Don't let pride get in your way. So I think these two actually go together very well. There could be something that's not completely thought out completely about your plan. You might have so much passion about starting this idea that there are some aspects that you haven't looked at completely, or if the universe does give you a little bit of a detour, don't hold yourself back because you're so stuck on the idea of, well, it has to be this way because I had this plan, I can't change it. Well, don't let that get in the way of being a little more flexible. Okay, so being open to new possibilities. Or if somebody says, let's say that you have hired people to help you start this business. Other people might have ideas that can actually contribute to this idea. So don't be stuck. Don't think that you're the only one who knows what is best, because other people might have some absolutely fantastic ideas that could help you. So just be open to that. Let's look at your other oracle cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 2? Wood horse, live and love joyfully. Yeah, I feel that you will know in your soul if this is right for you. Because are you feeling like the sense of joy, the sense of excitement? Is this what is drawing you forward? If it is, then that's a sign that yes, you should be pursuing this. If this is kind of going to be like a second career, or even, I think for most people in this pile, this is more of like a business, more than, well, a side hustle is also a business, but I feel like it's more than just a side hustle for you. So it might start off as a side hustle, but then it turns into this huge kind of corporation, business, whatever, that you didn't even expect. Okay, so, but anybody watching this, this is something big. And for those of you where this is like a second career, it's like, follow that passion. If you're not happy where you are, where you have been in your first career, and you're thinking like, oh, you know, if I had all the money in the world, what would I do with my time? I would do that. Okay, well then follow that, whatever that is for you. Because Spirit is trying to tell you that there's a reason why you're feeling that way. We have Fire Dog, refine your boundaries. So, especially for those of you who are wanting to start a second career, I feel that your boundaries are doing something that makes you happy. You know, look at the dogs are always happy, right? They're always running around. They're always playful. They're always having fun. So what brings this kind of passion into your life? What makes you want to jump for joy? Like literally when you wake up in the morning, what makes you want to, you know, go out and conquer the world and be successful? So having boundaries, if something's not working for you anymore, then what will work for you? Kind of creating those boundaries around your life so that you can be happy and feel fulfilled instead of maybe doing something, you know, a career or something that other people thought you should do or thought you should have. And I think, wasn't it here? I think it was in this reading when I said, I don't know, maybe it wasn't. Anyway, if somebody thinks that you have this crazy idea, don't listen to them, because there's a reason why you're feeling so passionate about this idea. So again, have boundaries. If somebody's being negative, just create a boundary, because you don't need any kind of negativity around you regarding this idea that you have, because we can see here that this is a great idea. Yes, you may need to tweak things a little bit. You may need to learn some things along the way, but you're going to be successful. Okay, what else do you have for pile number 2? Okay. The Empress card. Okay. You're going to be successful. Okay. This is you being an independent person. This is you creating success, creating wealth, creating comfort, happiness, joy, creating the world that you want. And it's not like it's going to be easy, because it's probably going to be difficult, you know, in the sense of starting anything can have its difficulties. But at the same time, it's like, if there are difficulties, it still flows. You know what I mean? It's like the difficulties come and go. It's like you have the ability to conquer difficulties, to conquer problems. And also other people, I just heard doubters. Anyone who doubts you, like I just mentioned, they are going to be looking. So in the future, they're going to be looking at you and they're going to be saying, wow, was I wrong? Okay, because I feel like for some of you, some people are doubting that you can actually do this. So again, don't listen to them. You're literally going to be successful. And looking back at those people who didn't believe you had what it would take, or people who thought you had a crazy idea, you're going to be like, yeah, I told you so. Okay. We have the High Priestess. So another thing that I'm getting with the Empress and the High Priestess is to have patience. Definitely have patience. I feel like some aspects of this will take a little bit of time, but putting all that time and effort into it is going to be worth it. Another thing I'm getting with the High Priestess, and have a practical plan. There could be some piece of information, some aspect you haven't looked at. There's something that could be missing from your from your overall plan. So make sure you look at everything. Make sure you double check everything. Make sure you have a plan in place if A, B, and C happens, or, you know, there's something like that. Just make sure that you are very methodical, very clear about like the path ahead and how you're going to get there, which I think you are already, but there just seems to be like one kind of like one little corner of something that you haven't exactly figured out yet, or maybe it's like you don't know how to get into this particular market, or you don't have all the details on a particular detail or something like that. And so it's like get a plan with that. So make sure you understand that. But definitely it's like you're going to be birthing something soon. The Empress, in some cards, the Empress is, in some decks, the Empress card can be a pregnant woman. Sometimes it's like a world represented as giving birth to something. So it's definitely on its way. It's just like working out those little details. We have the Six of Swords. Very interesting card. So the Six of Swords is moving away from something that was no longer working for you. Something that caused you some anxiety, things that weren't working anymore. So not letting anybody see, definitely for some of you, there's someone who's trying to hold you back. So let's say if you're going to be quitting a job to pursue this, or if you're leaving an actual career to pursue this idea, there are people who are going to tell you that that is absolutely a crazy idea. This could be family members, this could be people that you work with, but what I see here is that you're moving forward anyway. You're like, no, I'm going to move forward. And maybe for some of you even, this is your ego coming in saying, oh wait, am I crazy for doing this? Is this a stupid idea? But for others of you, it's like this idea of starting over. And your pride saying, oh, you know, I'm this age and I'm really going to start over. So not letting that get in your way and still moving forward. Because you're a very strong person. So there's really no, like, there's no reason to be held back by thoughts. Does that make sense? Thoughts from other people or thoughts from your ego. It really doesn't have a place here because, I mean, you're going to be successful. You're going to be so happy. The Two of Wands. Some of you are like at that threshold trying to figure out, do I take this leap of faith or do I stay where I am? What should I do? And Spirit is saying that you should definitely move forward. You should definitely pursue this idea. Again, this could be talking about figuring out all the little details. What exactly do you need to do? You also figuring out, should I market my business here or should I market it here? You know, should I start somewhere in the middle and then go here and go there? You know, this is you figuring out all those details. I feel like here you've gotten up the nerve to pursue this new thing, and now you're kind of in the planning phase. Getting that little piece of information that's missing, figuring out those details. The Five of Swords. Very interesting, Five of Swords here. So with the Five of Swords, this is you. Really, I feel like, okay, there's a couple things going on here. This is you saying, you know what? I am not going to do this anymore. I am not going to be in a situation where I feel like, number one, I'm not in control. I'm making money for somebody else. You know, you want to be in control of your schedule, of your own work life. This is also you taking control of the naysayers, people who tell you that you can't do this, people who tell you you won't be successful. Excuse me. And also, this is you. Like, I see that this is you here, and this is your ego. You getting control of your ego, saying, nope, not today. You are not going to get in my head today, because I'm going to do this and I'm going to be successful. And I kind of feel like you doing that same thing to anybody who's trying to hold you back. So I feel like this is you, and this is you kind of reversing things. So like if someone's trying to control you or your thoughts or your actions or you moving forward with this idea, you're like, no, that's not going to happen. I have this idea. I know it's a good idea. I'm going to make it happen. And remember here, I said that anybody who's trying to hold you back later on will be looking at you saying, oh, okay, I guess I was wrong. You were right. You are successful. We have the Five of Wands. So there's definitely something going on here with some of you kind of having some sort of confusion, having some sort of trying to figure things out. And what I feel here is that first of all, there's no reason to be worried about these details. You can handle all of these details. You can figure out all of these details. You have this incredible passion. You have this incredible desire to pursue this for a reason. And you have everything that it takes. You're a very strong person. And maybe for some of you, you haven't quite realized your full potential yet. And because I feel like for some of you, there's these little annoyances that are happening, maybe even like delays. Are you having delays too? Because pile number one, there were some delays that may have been, or either have already popped up or will be popping up. So I'm feeling like whatever this is here, it's nothing that you can't handle. If there's a piece of information that you need to clear this out of your way, you're going to get that information. If anybody is trying to hold you back, you need to refine your boundaries and say, no, get out of my way, because you're destined for great success. So don't let anyone or anything or any ideas hold you back. We have the Ace of Swords. You have fantastic ideas. I feel like you're using your intuition and you're also using your knowledge, your intelligence to create a plan to figure out how you're going to move forward. Look at this. You have your hand on the world here, and then you have the world here. So I feel like some of you have these worldwide plans, or you want to reach a worldwide audience. I feel like you're doing a lot of research. I feel like you're processing things. You're figuring things out. You're writing things down. You're creating a plan. This is an excellent idea. Not only is it a good idea, but you have what it takes to do the research, to figure things out, to kind of create a plan in your mind and then get it down on paper or get it down in the computer, and then take steps forward. Definitely, you have what it takes. The Three of Cups, there is going to be a huge celebration. This is you reaching a milestone, reaching 2 or 3 milestones. This is you going from the research phase, putting those plans into action, and then celebrating those things. You have a celebration coming up. For some of you, you're ready to go, but you're missing something. Some part of your plan is it's like a detail. It's like if you want to go from local to worldwide, you're missing that little detail. And so doing a little bit more research or something will bring you to this point of celebration. It's like, oh, I figured it out. I can launch things now. But that little detail can really take you so much further. Then we have the Seven of Swords. Interesting, the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. So some of you feel like For some of you, you know what? I'm really getting that somebody has planted a seed of doubt in your mind, saying, well, why would you be able to do that? Some kind of imposter syndrome. And for some of you, this is coming from your own mind, thinking, well, can I really be successful with this? Can I really make this happen? Am I really worthy of doing something that brings me joy and happiness in my work life? Others of you, I feel like somebody's giving you a guilt trip, saying, well, you know, why are you doing this? How could you do this? So I think for some of you also, you have a family. So maybe you have a spouse and children, and your spouse is like, you are absolutely insane. Are you going to quit your job and pursue this when we have children to take care of? But they can't really grasp like the whole concept of how great this idea is. And obviously, you know, you want to be careful doing that if you do have a family and children, but there seems to be something that's holding some of you back. For some of you, it's kind of this internalized feeling of, I'm not good enough. I can't do this on my own. I don't have the necessary skills. But the thing is that yes, you do have the necessary skills. And if you don't have all of the necessary skills, you can learn them. You can do the research. You can figure things out. So don't let these little things get in your way. Don't let your ego, don't let other people's thoughts, don't let that get in your way. We have the Moon card. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is like something calling you, something pushing you. It's almost like this magnetic energy drawing you down this path. And you may not know exactly where you're going on this path, but you just know that you have to pursue this path. See, underneath the Two of Wands, you may not know exactly where you're going, but you know you have to go there. And you know that you're gonna figure out this little detail, and then you're gonna take some steps forward, and then you're gonna figure out more details along the way. You're gonna use your intuition, you're gonna use your intellect to guide you along the way. And again, it doesn't matter if other people understand what you're doing. What matters is you following your heart, you listening to your intuition, and allowing that to guide you forward. The Nine of Swords. So again, the Nine of Swords, and also below the Five of Swords, it's like taking control of your fears, not letting your fears or someone else's fears hold you back, because anything that you're thinking, anything that other people are thinking is just that. It's just thoughts. It's just fear. It's not actually going to happen. It's just having that fear of, oh, can I really make this happen? What if I try and I don't succeed? Right? But what if you try and you do succeed? And don't think that this idea is too big. Like, oh, well, why would I be able to accomplish that? Well, why wouldn't you be able to? Okay, so don't let your fears take over this whole idea that you have here. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So interesting. So interesting. This card in this deck. So exactly what I was just saying. Don't let your fears take over you pursuing this idea. I feel like you feel like, oh, this is a great idea. I want to pursue this. And I feel like you have a lot of determination, a lot of dedication to go forward. And I feel like you also have a lot of patience to create this idea, to bring it to life. But then someone or something comes in and says, oh, but are you sure you can do that? How are you going to pull that off? Okay. No, you need to cut that out. This could be other people too. Remember how I said other people might think you're crazy? Other people might say, well, why would you be able to do that? Well, why not? Would be my question back to those people. This can also be these little annoyances that we saw here. So not giving up when you have to figure out details, when you have to come up with a different plan because your first plan didn't work for some reason, which could be because plan B is going to be so much better. So don't let fears, don't let your ego get in the way. Understand that you have this excellent idea. You're going to move forward with it. It is going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of planning. But this is something that can go global, something that can become bigger than you ever expected. Okay, you are going to be successful here. There's just some details that you need to figure out. So don't let anybody hold you back, and don't hold yourself back either. Okay, so I hope that made sense to you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you would ever like to book a private reading with me, you can find the link for my website down below. Thank you so much. Hello, pile number 3. You have the Onyx dog, and you have dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So have confidence in your dreams. Have confidence that this idea that you have to start a new business or a side hustle will work out for you. Listen to your intuition, because I feel like some of you have been getting signs. Some of you just feel like this calling to do your own thing, to start your own business, to maybe ease into it, starting a side hustle, and then moving that, and then creating it making it into a business. I feel like some of you want a change. Some of you want to have a better life. Some of you want to be happy, and the way to find that happiness is by doing some soul searching, or maybe you already did that soul searching and you know what you want to do. You know that you want to, first of all, create your own business, really grow that into something that will have longevity, something that you can do, the rest of your life, something that's going to bring you such a sense of happiness. And I feel like as you take steps forward, your confidence is going to grow and grow and grow. I think it's just the worst part is taking those first few steps, and just know that you can do this. You do have what it takes. So let's look at your other oracle cards and see what else Spirit has for you today. Okay, will pile number 3 be successful starting their own business or side hustle? Conclusions are within reach. So yes, you will be successful. Your success is within reach. You just need to figure out some details. You need to work some things out. You need to lay out the plans. You need to have confidence as you go forward. Have confidence knowing that you're going to get there. Okay, you may not know exactly how you're going to get there. You may not have all of the details figured out yet, but listen to your intuition. You're being guided for a reason. And if you're stuck on trying to figure things out, how is this going to work? How am I going to do this? How's that going to happen? Remember, conclusions are within reach. It's not always going to be so confusing. So if you're lacking confidence right now, that could be because you don't have a concrete plan yet. You don't have everything lined up completely. Like, you see this one tree here is kind of like not standing upright. It's like not all of your plans are ready to go yet, but once they are, you're going to have more confidence. It's going to make more sense to you. You're going to feel like you're more equipped to move forward with this idea. Okay, what else do you have for pile number 3? You are good enough. Aw, exactly. You're good enough. Have confidence. You can do this. You can do this. Look at all the green here and the green here. Follow your heart. This is something that's going to make you happy. Something that is meant for you. This is something very unique too. I feel like you have an idea that's kind of unique. Or it might be something that a lot of people are doing, but you have like this specific idea that, you know, because everybody can like do something different with this thing, but it's like yours is very unique. You have like a very unique twist to it. Your energy is very what's the word? Your energy is very, it's like whatever you're trying to put out there into the world, you have very pure intentions with this. So know that you're good enough. You can do this. People will be interested in what it is that you're offering. Yeah, it's like, I think one of your biggest obstacles is confidence, is what I'm feeling. Confidence. Yeah. For some of you, maybe someone's told you that someone's done something to like to make you think that this idea isn't good enough or something, but I'm telling you, you're good enough and this idea is good enough. Yeah, of course you might need to change some details or something like that, but no, this idea it's a great idea and you can actually pursue this idea. So don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Okay, what else do you have for pile number 3? Metal monkey, let go of control. So cute. So don't let your thoughts control you. Don't let other people's thoughts control you. Another thing I'm getting here is to be more flexible. Don't get caught up in the details. So, because this is taking me back to this tree that's kind of leaning over here. Be flexible if you have an idea of everything going one way, be flexible in tweaking things just a little bit because it might end up working out better for you. So what I'm getting also is like, this has to be fun for you. This has to be enjoyable for you. That's, you know, part of the reason why you're trying to pursue your own business, your own thing. So don't be so caught up in like all the teeny tiny details. Like things don't have to be only this way. So also what I'm getting, if you're trying to start a company where you're going to have other people working for you, or okay, 2 different things. So number 1, if you're trying to do this all on your own, at some point you may need to bring other people in, like a manager or something. Let go of some of the control, hire quality people that you identify with, that you connect with, so that they can help you and you can release some of the control so that you don't drive yourself into the ground because you're doing all of the work. Okay. The other thing is, enjoy what you're doing and allow yourself to kind of go with the flow a little bit when you need to make necessary changes. So definitely allow yourself the room to change things that need to be changed. Like it's okay to make changes along the way. And so don't be afraid to bring people in. Know that you're going to hire the right people. These people are going to have the same vision as you, as long as you hire the right people. So don't think you have to do it all on your own because you don't want to get burnt out. So definitely allow yourself room for other people to come in. Okay, return to your center. So anytime that you're lacking confidence, all you need to do is come back to your center. All you need to do is cleanse your energy. Anytime that little details, anything doesn't go exactly as it should, calm down, do something fun, do something to cleanse your energy, because it is gonna work. You are enough. You have the confidence. It's just what I see here is that you may be stuck on some kind of idea. You may have wanted things to go only this way, and you need to release some sort of control that you have with some kind of idea that it can only go this way. So anytime that you have, or maybe you're going through this now and you're thinking, maybe I'm having these difficulties because this isn't meant for me. Well, no, I think it is meant for you. I think it's definitely meant for you to go along this path, but you could be so bogged down with the ideas that you can't see through some kind of problem that you're having right now, and that's where you're starting to lack confidence. But just, you need to relax a little bit, take a time out, do something that will clear your mind. Let go of control in your mind. Allow yourself to breathe a little bit so that you can find these conclusions, so that you can get your confidence back. Does that make sense? Okay, let's look at your tarot cards now. Okay, what else would you like to say to pile number 3, please? Okay. The Devil card, your first card. So, remember, let go of control. So you have, the Devil card can be about being controlled by something, or you trying to control something too much, you not wanting to let go. So for some of you, if you're working too hard, if you're getting very, very stressed out because you're trying to do this all on your own, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to hire people. Don't be afraid to look to the way it was done before. Like, there's something about control here where it can also be like fear that's controlling you, a fear that it could be a lack of confidence that's creating a fear that you're not good enough, that I don't know if I want people to see what I've created. There's something controlling you, and it's like Spirit is saying you need to calm down. You need to think about things from a more logical perspective, because you're getting all these thoughts kind of jumbling up in your brain, and things aren't making sense. You're not thinking about things logically. So yeah, just clear your mind. And part of that is letting go of this fear that you have. The Page of Wands. You have an excellent idea. You have great, great, great ideas. The way to move forward with these ideas is to, first of all, become more centered. Let go of fears. Let go of trying to control things. Like, if one thing isn't working, maybe you need to change that particular thing a little bit so that it will start to flow easier for you. So definitely you have a great idea. This is something that you should pursue. And this is something that you will be successful at. But there's a couple details that need to be worked out. The Page of Cups. Yes, definitely. So if you don't have the whole idea figured out yet, if you don't know exactly what you want to do or exactly how you're going to do it, you're going to find inspiration, and you're going to find this inspiration soon. So let's just say that you had this great idea, but there really wasn't a way to make it work. Well, don't be so stuck on that one particular thing. Open your mind, maybe expand a little bit, or look a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, because there are other options that are there for you that will be even better than the original idea that you had in mind. Because I feel like for some of you, there's some aspect of this idea that you have that's not working, or maybe you thought it would work and then you did more research and you say, okay, well, that's not going to work. And so I feel like for some of you, you're losing confidence in this idea, in this thought that you have that you want to pursue your own thing. And Spirit is saying, like, don't give up hope. Keep this idea alive. You just need to think about it a little bit more before moving forward. Yeah, so definitely you're going to find balance. You're going to find the solution to your problems. It's like there's things coming together. All of the details start to make sense. It's like whatever was missing is now coming together. It's like if you need the right people to help you run your business, those people are going to come into your life. If you need to figure out the right distributor for your product, you're going to get the details on that. You're going to figure out where to go, who to talk to, how to go about it. Everything's going to start to come together. You just need to let go of some kind of control. Something, it's like, I'm literally seeing like one little thing happen. Like there's like this little stone in the road, and that kind of threw off your whole plan. And it's almost like you want to throw in the towel and say, that's it, I'm done. I don't even want to work on this anymore. It's just because that little hiccup made you feel like, oh, I can't do this or something. But Spirit is saying, Spirit really kind of doesn't understand why that little thing was so upsetting to you, because in the greater scheme of things, it's really something so small, something that shouldn't have affected you like that. And so it seems like it might just be a fear that you have to actually go forward with this. Like, oh, I'm not going to be successful, or what if this happens? What if that happens? But I'm seeing success here. The only thing really that's standing in your way is your thought process that you have sometimes that holds you back. So here you have the Magician card. So this is Spirit telling me and showing you that you have the skills, you have all of the details, you have the intelligence, you've done the research, you've practiced, you've prepared. You've done all that you can do pretty much. And now it's time for you to launch this idea. So some of you aren't here yet. Some of you are working your way up to this point. For those of you who aren't here yet, you're going to get here by calming down, taking a break. Just take a break. If you're having problems with this idea, take a break. Maybe go to the mountains, go for a walk, go in the water. Do something to clear your mind, because when you come back, you're going to be ready to go. Anything that's missing, you're going to find. Those little details are going to click. They're going to start to make sense. This idea that you have has infinite possibilities. Okay? You're going to find all of the elements. Everything's going to come together, and you're going to be ready to go forward with this. Trust me, I'm telling you, Spirit really wants you to know that, to have confidence. Like, you are the magician. Whatever you want, you have the ability to really manifest and to bring this idea to life and to be successful with this idea. We have the Knight of Cups. Pursue your passion. Okay, whatever your passion is with this idea, whatever it is that you are wanting to do, no matter how, it doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter what your ego is telling you either. This is something you have passion for. This is something that will make you feel happy. This is something that you will be able to do for the rest of your life. You'll be able to make money doing this. This is something that might take a little bit of time, but it's going to be so fulfilling. I feel like you're going to have so much fun doing this. Like, so much fun. Like with the seal, they always have fun all throughout the day. They're swimming in the water. They're playing with those little rocks. And the dogs too. The dogs always having fun, always out running around, playing with their toys. So, and if you do have a hobby that you want to turn into a side hustle or a business, there's a way to do it. Okay, there's a way to do it. So just try to do some research, because if you're having a problem trying to figure it out, do some research, because it will all start to make sense to you. We have the King of Wands. Okay, very interesting. So the King of Wands right below the Devil card here shows me that you've worked through your fears. So not only did you work through, so okay, first of all, you worked through your fears. Then you became the Page of Wands. You were able to calm down long enough to say, okay, well, I do want to start my own business. I do want to put myself out there. I'm building my confidence. I'm going to do it. Then you have this idea. You start pursuing this idea. You work through any little details, any problems that arise. And then we're at the King of Wands. It's like this great transformation happening in your life. You looking back to right before you started saying, I am so glad I found the confidence. I'm so glad I conquered my fears. I'm so glad I moved forward with this. This is you pursuing something that you have passion for, something you love, turning that into a career and finding success in doing that. We have the Page of Swords. With the Page of Swords, this is you gathering that information. Remember, I told you there might be a piece of information that's missing. And if something isn't working out, to calm down, to leave it and come back to it tomorrow or after the weekend or whatever it is. You're getting you're getting all of the details. Any missing information, it's coming to you. Anything that you don't know. So you have this great idea here. I want to pursue this. I have passion for this, but I don't know how to do it. Do you see what you have here? You have the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Ideas are going to be coming to you. Solutions are going to be coming to you. If you need to communicate your ideas to somebody else, if you need a business loan, if you need to figure out how to market yourself and your idea, you're going to get these ideas. They're going to come to you. You're going to find the right people, the right places, the right location, the right office. All of these things that you need will be provided for you. And other people are really going to be drawn to the way that you present yourself, the way that you present your business. And you're really going to be guided. Spirit is going to help guide you to be in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, marketing to the right people. So don't get stuck on the big, huge picture right now. Work with the little details. Go, a little step at a time. And then it might feel less overwhelming to you. The Ten of Cups. Do you see this Ten of Cups? Do you see how happy this whale is? This is you finding success, finding happiness. Look at, excuse me, you have the infinity sign here. Again, you have it twice in your reading. The amount of success, of happiness that you can find with this idea is limitless. The only thing that can limit the amount of success you can have from this is you, okay? You are the only limiting factor here. Have confidence. Don't let your fears get in the way. This is you being successful. The Page of Cups, this is having an idea. Maybe, one day somebody said, you know what? You're really good at that. Why don't you do that as a career? And you saying, what? I never thought about that before. And then you taking that idea and running with it. That could be something that happened with you. No matter what it is, you pursuing this idea is going to bring you so much happiness and balance and emotional fulfillment. Like, you're going to feel fulfilled. You're going to love waking up every day and going out and doing this, whatever it is. The Six of Swords. And with the Six of Swords, it's By pursuing this, you will be able to walk away from anything that was no longer working for you. So if you are in a job now, or if you're in a career, or even if you're in school and you're realizing, you know what, I don't really like this program that I've been studying, I'm just not happy doing it. This is showing you that you can walk away from it and find success somewhere else. Excuse me. I've told you before, I don't know if if you've heard this before, but when this happens to my voice, when I get like where I can't talk, it's usually somewhere in the reading where we're talking about being stuck or being fearful or something like that. So I'm sorry I coughed in your ear, but unfortunately, it's something that happens when I'm reading. And so the Six of Swords is about walking away from something, about leaving a situation that's not working, leaving something that emotionally is not working for you, something that was stressing you out, leaving that for something better. And this also indicates that you taking that leap of faith, you moving forward, you are going to find something better. And this is connected to the Ten of Cups. It's like, I feel like you can't have the Ten of Cups until you realize the Six of Cups. Whatever that means for you. And this could also just mean letting go of control, letting go of the fear that you have, like letting that go and having confidence in yourself, having a great belief and trust in the universe that you're being guided into something that you're meant to be guided into, you know, something that you're meant to pursue. We have the Moon card. I think the Moon card came up for every single pile that we've looked at today. So the Moon card, you may not have all the details right now, but you just trust me, listen to your intuition, trust. You're being divinely guided. You are going to find emotional fulfillment. You're going to find a great sense of like feeling grounded. It's like you are, with the return to your center, I feel like you really connecting to your soul's purpose and pursuing that and following the guidance, even though you don't know how it's going to work out or if it's going to work out. It's like having that confidence, moving forward and doing it even though you have fears, doing it anyway. That's how you're going to find success with this idea. We have the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, if I can get this situated here. Okay. The Three of Wands is telling you that when you pursue this idea, when you put all of your effort, your heart and soul into this idea, and you put it out into the universe, you are becoming the magician here. Like you're already the magician, you're almost there, which means that you're putting your ideas out there. And then clients are going to start to call you. Things are going to start to happen with your business. You're going to start to make money. And then from there, what's the next step? Then you can expand from that point on. So maybe for you, if you are lacking confidence, maybe you're the type of person that should start out with like a side hustle, doing something on the side, and then slowly, gradually building that business over time. Does that make sense? But definitely this is a success card. This is being rewarded for all of the hard work that you put into something, being recognized for what you have to offer. And also, I don't know if this means anything to anybody, but it looks like this clock is at 12:15. So that could even be December 15th, right? It could be 12:15 for the time. Maybe 12:15, have you been seeing that number pop up? So just keep that in mind also. So I hope this made sense for you. I hope this helped you. If it did, please like and subscribe. And if you would ever like to book a private reading with me, you can find the link for my website down below. Thank you so much for watching.